North Carolina and Maryland, this was supposed to be a blowout, a North Carolina blowout, but Maryland had other thoughts, and it turned into a tight game. 45-38, the final. North Carolina wins it. North Carolina finishes the year at 8-4. Rich Waltz along with Keith Jones. And from the outset, first 2.5 minutes, it looked like it would be a blowout because North Carolina had 14 points before everybody got settled in.
Before you even could find where to set your coat down and get the mustard on your hot dog, the Tar Heels were up 14-0. They did it explosively. A great reception here by their big tight end. Ebron gets in for the first, and then a little fade route to the outside to Davis. And just like that, 14-zip Tar Heels.
Here comes Maryland, though. The Terps rallied, put a drive together. Sean Petty, of course, the linebacker turned quarterback, leading the offense. And they were down a score. Into the second they went. And the defense held for Maryland on a couple of drives. Petty brought this one in after Brandon Ross raced 71 yards to set up that score. Carolina had an answer, though. A.J. Blue. You're my boy, Blue.
And I think every time that Carolina scored, Maryland found a way to come back. This time a little trickery. Diggs throwing backside to the big tight end for Maryland, Furstenberg. Maryland comes back and actually gets some momentum going, none bigger than when they kicked off. Right at the tail end at halftime, got the fumble, and were able to put points on the board.
Well, here's another momentum play. This was the start of the third quarter. So Maryland scored 2 touchdowns in about 9 seconds to end the first half. And Stephon Diggs races down the field. That's a 2-touchdown lead at that point. But Carolina came roaring back. I'll tell you, this guy's going to be a superstar. Quinshad Davis, just a freshman.
Very much so, and he's got all the tools. Renner was just absolutely marvelous in the second half, throwing the ball. Would finish the game with 5 touchdown passes. We didn't have a lot of scoring in the fourth quarter, but it got interesting.
It did get interesting as North Carolina was able to stretch their lead and win the ball game. Randy Edsall and Larry Fedora meeting at the 50. Final stats. Anything jump out at you?
Well, 900 yards of offense. Both teams average yards per play. They made it happen. Maryland stood toe-to-toe with UNC. I think UNC had 63 plays through 3 quarters. Maryland with a linebacker, a quarterback. Carolina with not a lot to play for and some injuries. It was just it was good college football. Good college football. Very entertaining ball game.
Year 1 is done for Larry Fedora. Jen Hildreth caught up with him after the game.
That's right, guys. I'm keeping this guy from going over there and singing and celebrating. You've earned it, Coach. But what can you say about your team? You wanted to see more fight, better execution. Did you get it?
Yeah, we saw it in the second half. I mean, the guys, they came back out on the field and they fought their rear ends off, and I'm proud of them.
What comes next now?
It's off season for us, you know, and our coaches will hit the road recruiting, and we'll try to find some future Tar Heels.
How do you feel about your first year now that it has come to a close here at Chapel Hill?
Well, I'm proud of these seniors. These seniors are something special. These guys could have left. They stayed here. They saw the value in what it was to be here and be a Tar Heel, and we're proud of them.
We just talked to your quarterback, Bryn Renner. How did you see him grow in this offense as the year went on?
Well, he's got, you know, I would say the last 2 weeks probably been the best games of his, you know, since we've been here. And that's just him getting better and managing the game and just feeling comfortable in the offense.
Helps to have a guy like Gio Bernard next to him, too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it never hurts to have Gio on the field, I assure you.
All right, Coach, congratulations on the win, and have a good offseason.
All right, thank you.
Rich.
Keith, if he finds some future Tar Heels and mixes them in with the present Tar Heels, he'll have something. 8-4 this season. If Gio returns, you've got Renner, Ebron, Davis. You have some real skill.
The only problem North Carolina has is finding some replacements for those seniors on the defensive side. But they've got some kids that we haven't seen yet that I'm sure have got a lot of talent.
Okay, there you have it. It's a final, not only for us, but for North Carolina and for Maryland. 45-38, the final score from Chapel Hill.